Hello, hello. Welcome in. I am just getting set up. Say, why weren't you set up before? I don't know. Hey, Blaine, how's it going? uh, Eddie, yo, yo, yo. Eddie's in the house. How's it going? Thank you. Wow, you packed. Oh, you guys don't have so much fun in Helen. Good for you. I know that a lot of people that I follow, they're going to be down there. So maybe next year. But I appreciate you do. I appreciate you watching the playlist. I thank you so much. Right. Trying something new and not working. It's the way to be. Sitting up here, I had a little dinner. Had to go out and run a couple of errands and things like that. So I said I'd come back here and get online for a little bit and get a couple of hours of watch time. Probably about an hour. Probably won't be 2 hours. I'm tired. I'm gonna try to get some sleep and do it tomorrow. I'd like to get about 30 hours. About 30 hours oh, I got to change that. About 30 hours a day for the next couple of weeks. That would put me over my goal. You're a messenger right now. Okay. I just got my update. I'm at 3,365. So I picked up about 60 subscribers, a little less. No, it's quite a few people. Quite a few people are down there. Are you guys are you guys staying like with friends or anything? Or you guys did they set up like rooms? Hey Laura, welcome in. Hey Z, there's a hotel there called the Hellendorf Inn, and most, if not all, are staying there. Okay, that's nice. Good day, mate. Sean down on the cruisers. Appreciate you coming in for a little bit. Thank you so much. I, who I was watching somebody's live, Antoinette, and she was talking about snakes. What do you know where she lives at? Is it Georgia or is it like Louisiana? Because she was talking about like snakes and things, all the bugs down there. It's like I can't deal with that. Maybe I do need to stay north. Hey, Laura, when's your guys South Georgia? Yeah, see, I don't know. Too many poisonous snakes she was talking about. My goodness. Hey, Laura, when is you and Eddie's next cruise? Let me take this volume off. I got it, Eddie. Alaska 5. Okay, so your next cruise is when we meet up in Juneau. I have to look at the times. Juneau is when I'm doing the helicopter ride to the glacier. So I don't know what time I don't know time we get in there. I haven't looked it up. Um, I got to look it up. I don't know what time we get in there, and I don't know what time the helicopter ride is. You're well watching. Okay. I when I went up there and did the well watching, I don't know if it was there or Skagway. I can't remember where it was at, but it was amazing. It was a clear day. Wells were out everywhere. It was a great time. Of course, I wasn't into vlogging at the time, so I didn't get really many pictures. But I really had a great time. I'm glad you guys are getting a chance to go do that. Hey, Destination Fun. Hello. I'm not sure. Mine shouldn't be that long. I don't know how long the helicopter ride is to the glacier because I think we only spend like 30 or 45 minutes on the glacier. So I'm thinking it might be like a 20 to 30 minute helicopter ride, and then 30 to 45 minutes on the glacier, and then the ride back. I don't think it's a sightseeing tour. I don't think it's going to take us around to different sites. I'm hoping to get some good footage from the helicopter, but I'm not sure. Blaine, I met you, Blaine. You're not that big. Sorry. I met you on the celebration. Matter of fact, I have a picture. I need to post a picture. I think I was a big one of the group. I'm gonna take away that background. Every time it flashes, it catches my eye and it makes me want to stare at the background. Andrew is in the house, the Embarkation Nation. Uh-oh, Blaine, look out! Eddie's coming hunting for you. He's coming hunting for you. Oh, this must be Jennifer. Hey, girl. I see Jennifer now. I just saw the Embarkation Nation. Hey, Universe, welcome in, my friend. Thanks for being here. Hope all is well. Wow. Wow. You got to look way down to see Eddie. Wow. Andrew works until midnight tonight. Oh, no. Eddie Little Studios, I'm going to pop your groin and you'll know I'm there, Mr. Pineapple. Well, that's good, Universe. I appreciate that. Appreciate you stopping in. I appreciate I'm glad all is well. The Bud Files is in here. Thank you, Bud Files. It's a new one, Destination Fun. It's hashtag strong. Hashtag strong. I was having a problem when you typed in hashtag warm. For some people, it was trying to populate, like an at Warm Strong Adventures. So what I did was I used strong. I still may change it up after that. Laura, I love it. I love being retired, and and being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. You don't make for most people you don't make as much money, but again, the freedom to do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it, to me it's worth it. Make this go viral. Good evening. Good evening. Thanks for coming in here. I appreciate it. So yeah, if you type hashtag strong, it'll drop your link. Whoops, let me put the banner back up. Really says he, I hear it's more work. It's not. It's not more work. Well, it depends. I mean, if you want to go back to work, then that's not. I don't consider that retired. Eddie says being retired is great to be retired, but please be in no rush. And see, I'm just the opposite. I was in a rush. You know, with life, I mean, you just don't know. And I shouldn't have done that. Hold on, let me put that back up there. Um, you just don't know what tomorrow brings. So, yeah, could you work to 65, 70? Yes, but I want to get out and enjoy these cruises and enjoy the excursions while I can. Once you get to a certain age, you won't be able to do a lot of things. You go to Europe, there's a lot of walking involved and things like that. So for me, retirement fits me well. Huddle Adventures, thanks for coming in, Eddie. I appreciate it. And I know I missed a joke in there somewhere. 5150, Laura and Eddie. There's some joke there I'm missing. I'm gonna get it figured out. I've seen that number too many times. Mike and Rihanna, appreciate you guys being in here. True, enjoy life and live on what you were blessed with and be happy. Yep. I mean, I don't know, again, what is enough money? What's good enough money for everybody? And things, you kind of have to make that own decision. But I've had too many friends my age, a little bit older, and they get an illness. The better half gets sick, and you just can't travel and then you worry about every penny, and it's like if you're going to work all your life, what are you working all your life for? I mean, I just maybe I don't understand that. But again, to each his own. Everybody can do what they feel is best. But for me, I'd rather have less and travel than have all the money in the world and yeah, I can't do anything with it. 5150 is Van Halen album. Eddie Van Halen. Okay. And but did we all agree that it David Lee Roth was really the star? I don't know if we ever. It seemed like we talked about this before, or I talked about this with somebody. Yeah. Hey Eddie. I mean, again, I can remember when my daughter was in the hospital having birth to my second grandchild. I thought I was having a heart attack. I wound up going to the hospital. I didn't want to tell her because she's at a different hospital. I didn't want to tell her because I didn't want her to worry about me. But it was like, I made this might be it for me. And I'm gonna enjoy life as long as I can. I, there was nothing wrong with me. They didn't find anything wrong with me, and the heart was okay and all that. But um, it was like a pain that I didn't have before. It was like a chest pain that I couldn't shake, and I thought it was I thought I was having a heart attack. Um, Van Hagar was better. You never know. You never know. I've had too many friends like that, um, where they retired and within a couple of years, uh, either had passed away or couldn't travel. I played guitar. Eddie Van Halen was one of my favorite guitar players. Lugo knows. Got you. Together we travel. Welcome in, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Universe, yes, indeed. Enjoy your life, sweetie. Oh my gosh, that must have been scary. Uh, it yes and no. It's not. Again, um, I'm at peace. My kids are in a good place in their lives, so I'm at peace. Uh, of course, I want to see them. My grandkids grow up and things like that. But I'm at peace. I mean, I didn't panic. Just try to get everything in order, and I was more worried about my daughter and the grandkids than myself. Jimi Hendrix was an amazing guitar player. I happen to like Prince, even though to me, he wasn't one of the greatest guitar players. He was good, but he wasn't one of the greatest. But I like Prince more than anybody else out there. Antoinette had fun. Oh, just Antoinette, I was just talking about you. I was watching your live today. You were talking about the snakes, man. You had me nervous. And I'm up here in Michigan, and we don't have. We may have one species of poisonous snakes, but it's usually not in the city. It's more upper north. Um, and you had me nervous about snakes. Everybody saying hello, Prince. Prince, my goodness. There's a period about 4 years that I listened to nothing but Prince. I couldn't tell you any other song that came out during that time. And I mean, I just his songs were always on repeat, replay. I had every album, um, every single. I had every album, and then I had also had all the CDs. Prince wasn't the greatest guitarist, but he was the greatest artist. He was the greatest artist, I think, of all time. As far as not performer, because you have people with better voices, and you probably have people that play guitar better. But as far as just the overall package of um, producing, writing, performing your own songs, he was always my favorite. Favorite Prince song. I got to get back to you on that because I mean I loved all of his stuff. Uh, Probably one of my favorites is "She's Always in My Hair," and it was like a B side. It was a B side of one of his songs. But I love the melody of that song. I used to do some blind, really creative travel. I used to do some work and detail for Darius Rucker. He can sing some Purple Rain, and his band on can play it as well. Yeah, I like Purple Rain. It's not one of my favorite songs. I know a lot of people like it, and like the movie and things like that. It was his stuff that wasn't the commercial songs that I really enjoyed. He had a lot of if you listen to like a lot of his albums and his B side songs, to me they were better than a lot of his um, a lot of the commercial songs that even though I like Raspberry Beret and Little Red Corvette, I like those songs, but those weren't to me weren't some of his best songs. Adore, yeah, Adore. See, ooh, back in the day, I was young, and Adore would come on, and oh, good stuff. Matter of fact, Laurel and Eddie, you guys were talking about Tennessee. Well, Prince in Alphabet Street, he does that Tennessee. So whenever you say that Tennessee part, you hear, I forgot the name of the group that you named it. You named the group that did Tennessee, but Prince did a take on that during Alphabet Street. And whenever you say Tennessee, that's the Tennessee I hear, not the one. What was the name of that group? I can't think of the name. You named the group on your show, um, but when I hear that Tennessee, he sampled the Tennessee in Alphabet Street, and whenever I hear it, I think of that Tennessee. Odom's homestead, Tennessee. That's where a lot of my people are from. On my mother's side, they came from Tennessee. Like my great grandfather, they came up from Tennessee. Exactly what part I don't know. They came up from Tennessee and moved to Brownfield, Illinois, which is kind of right outside of Paducah, Kentucky. I was born and raised in the city, but my mother and father they were country people. And you looking at me and dealing with me, you would never think I had any country in me because I don't eat anything country. Darius Rucker, he was a good singer. I'm sorry, not was is a good singer. The only thing I went down to I've been down to Nashville and I went to Memphis. And Memphis, I went to go and I believe the name of the rest. I came down to just for the restaurant was I believe it was called Rendezvous Barbecue. Rendezvous, I think it was Rendezvous Barbecue, and they had some of the best barbecue. You had to walk like in an alley to get to it. Uh, that was what I remember about Memphis as far as food. Nashville was it Boardwalk? No, Broadway. I think the streets of Broadway. What a strip! It reminded me of Bourbon Street, but clean. It reminded with all the music. Man, it was good. Hey, uh, Odom, is this still open? Is Rendezvous still open? For some reason, I thought somebody said they had closed. And I may be old or whatever, but my favorite country artist is Johnny Cash. He's another one that I could play Johnny Cash songs all night, and I like Johnny Cash. And because I travel so much, I always wanted to use "I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere," and always want to use that for like a theme song. It's closed. Yeah, that's. I think I heard that some years ago that they had closed down. Blaine, Nashville is so awesome. So much to do for everyone. If you don't like country music, you will find something there. You can. You'll find it again. I like all music. I mean, again, I like rock, rap, soul, R&B, soul. I like it. I like all music. They really did. It reminded me of Bourbon Street, except it was cleaner. This live is jumping, jumping, jump. Yeah, peer runners. Uh, wow, we seen Jason Allen, Cole Swindell, Rascal Flats. Hold on, it jumped on me. Stephen Lee, Oslin, 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 Oslin. Don't even know who that is. Yeah, that's what I came down there for. I came down there. It was years ago. The Lions played Tennessee Titans down there, and it was the game that the Lions came back, and I think it went into overtime. And I went down to that game, and that's what I was down there for, or for football. Now the best place I went for like football and like, hey Trish, I came on a little early tonight. Usually I come on at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. Uh, I don't usually come on this early. Um, the best, uh, uh, as far as going to football games, and you know how you go, the what do they call it? Trail, whatever they call it before you go to the game and you barbecue and drink and stuff like that. How can I not know? It's tough getting old. Your mind starts to fade and things like that. But anyway, um, the best one was New Orleans. I just had the greatest time in New Orleans, for the Lions played the Saints in a playoff game, and I went down tailgate. Thank you, Z. Tailgate. Why was I trying to say trail or something? Tailgate. New Orleans had the best tailgate party that I've ever been to. I started off at Bourbon Street. I walked to the stadium from Bourbon Street, stayed at the game, and then walked back to Bourbon Street after the game. And it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm up there. I'm just leaving Bourbon Street, heading to the airport because I had like a 7 o'clock flight. I had the greatest time in New Orleans for football. I I think he will fit in. Derek Carr. I think he will fit in there. Derek Carr is not bad. He just has to get a little more consistent and not try to do everything himself. What I can't understand is why they pay Taysom Hill so much money and they don't want him to be the quarterback. I don't understand why they pay him so much money. And we're talking football here. If people who don't know football, we're talking football here. I don't know what went wrong in Vegas. I mean, with the athletes that they had in Vegas, I thought they were going to be much better. I really thought Vegas was going to be, but I thought they were going to be a contender. I don't know what happened. I don't coach. I don't know what happened in Vegas, but with talent they had on offense and the talent they had on defense, they should have been better. Crazy sport. I haven't been to Vegas since they brought sports teams there, so it's been that many years. So, what is it? The Golden Knights, the hockey team, and but now the football team. I haven't been there, and I haven't been where they built the stadium. I can't imagine what it's like on like those football Sundays. Sean is talking tax deduction, and I must have missed something in the chat, Sean. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Let me try to go back, see real quick. Nope, I don't really see it. I think Vegas will be a tough place to play, and if you don't have your mind in the right place in a scene such as Vegas, it's tough. I had friends that lived out there. People that live out to Vegas, they don't go down to the Strip. It's just too crazy. They avoid the Strip. They go to other places. Henderson, what is it, Green Valley or whatever. They go outside. They don't go to the Strip. Um, Destination Fun. All right, Destination Fun is about to get out of here. Don't forget, people that are here, Destination Fun, they have a. Oh, nope, they don't have it. I don't think they're doing a live this Thursday. I'm about to say Destination Fun and Chancellor's Travel have a live tomorrow, but I don't think they have a live tomorrow. I think um, they're both busy, so they won't have a live tomorrow. So next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, make sure you check out their live. Uh, you ask, how can they pay someone so much for a football game? No, this was a player. This was a we were talking about a player, one player for the New Orleans Saints. He's like a backup quarterback, but they use him like in a utility player role where he's a receiver, backup quarterback, kind of running back kind of thing. And they pay him really good money, and I don't think he's worth it. They pay him almost like starting quarterback money to be down there to be a utility player, and we don't know. I don't know why they pay him so much. Blaine, that is true. My parents lived. Yeah, every person I know that ever lived in Vegas, the only time they go down to like where the Strip is or downtown to the old Las Vegas or Fremont Street is when visitors come into town. Other than that, they avoid that area like the plague. You should. I mean, when you go on the ride, now don't tell us too much about the ride, guys. I want to keep it a secret because I want to go down there and ride that ride, Guardian of the Galaxy ride. I believe they have tickets to Guardian of the Galaxy ride. So don't give anything away about the ride, but you should. I would definitely pop up. I would definitely do a pop up. Blaine, I appreciate it. Go ahead and finish packing. Get ready for that road trip to Helen and everybody else that's getting out of here. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. As I said, I just wanted to come in here and pop up for a little bit and get some watch hours. I'm on a mission, so you'll see me twice a day, every day until I get 4,000 watch hours, which I it updates like one time a day, about 7 o'clock for me. So it updated today, and I'm up to 3,365. So for the next couple of weeks, you guys will be seeing me a lot. So, Blaine, take care. Destination Fun. I know you said you were getting out of here, so you take care. Blaine will be at Disney in April. If I lived in Florida or let's say even the Orlando area, Tampa area, I would definitely have season passes to Orlando. It would be like my pastime. TT, welcome in, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping in. People always, always say, "Wait, why? If you don't have kids, why would you go to Disney?" I think I have more fun without my kids than when I had my kids. I do believe I actually had more fun without my kids. Sorry, kids, if you're listening. Everybody's speaking. I am I actually caught up on the chat. I can't believe it. I was trying to get better with the chat. The chat was flowing along. I know I missed somebody, but um, I think I did better this time with the chat. I think it's time for me to start looking at my cruise. The Huddle Adventures. We're going to meet up in Juneau. We're both going on an Alaskan cruise, but we're going on different ships. So I need to see what my day like is in Juneau. I have an excursion plan, and they have an excursion plan. So they're doing whale watching, and I'm going to a glacier. So we're gonna see if we can catch up and maybe grab dinner or a bite to eat, and just catch up because I haven't seen them since the celebration. You see people online, but haven't actually sat down and talk in person. That'll be a lot of fun. That was one thing. That was when I never really thought about group cruises until I went on Carnival Celebration, And then after meeting so many different people, uh, I really like the idea of group cruises. That last one might have been a little too big on the Norwegian Breakaway. That might have been a little too big. But I still think it would have been fun. Even this Helen meetup would have been. I think it would have been a lot of fun. I heard about it a little while ago. I just I didn't I didn't make plans. It's like I had plans to go on this cruise in the middle of April, so I was like, yeah, that's enough traveling. But seeing out like all the people, and the great thing about it is it's not about just cruisers. There's all type of vloggers going down there. So a lot of people that I follow and outside of cruising, they're going to be down there. So it would have been a lot of fun. And Sean knows a great cruise coming up in January 25. He has an Australian cruise. It's a South Pacific cruise, but the twist is he wants to come down. He wants to spend a New Year's Eve in Sydney, so you can see the fireworks go off in the harbor, Sydney Harbor. New Year's Eve. If you watch the New Year's Eve shows, and they show Sydney and they show this bridge and all the fireworks going off, a lot of times for New Year's Eve, that's where they're at, and he wants to do that, and then like I believe is it the 2nd of January the cruise goes out, Sean? I think it's the 2nd of January they do like a 14-day cruise, and that would be an amazing cruise. And if you haven't been to the South Pacific, you're missing you're missing uh, island life. Picture Hawaii on steroids. Here in the United States, oh Hawaii, oh the Caribbean. Picture the South Pacific, and your picture Hawaii on steroids. That's the best way to put it. Hey Sean, I know you have the link to like to the Facebook page or anything or something like that, don't you? Give me 1 second. Hey Sean, I made you a moderator, so if you have your link to that cruise, can you drop it? Hey, Scrolls Nest, how's it going? Mommy Millionaire in the house. Mommy, you're supposed to be getting some sleep, Mommy. Mommy Millionaire, that's my daughter. And for those that don't know, that's my daughter. Coming over here um, giving Pops some watch hours. Appreciate your daughter. Hey, Bill, how's everything? How's everything this evening? How's the evening going? Should I say? Can't read. It's going great, Scrolls Nest. The thing with Sean's cruise, the Down Under cruisers, the biggest thing is that is like the airfare. So it's far enough out that you probably could get a decent price on you probably get a pretty decent price on airfare because it is a long flight over there. But again, I think of it more of like a once in a lifetime type of deal. And the one thing that you're not going to do is regret trips that you've taken. As you get older, you can regret trips that you didn't take. You're never going to regret. Oh man, I hate I went to Hawaii. Or man, I hate I went to Tahiti or Fiji. I hate You're never going to do that. But when you get too old and you can't travel and whatever reason, and then you're gonna be like, man, I wish I would have gone to Hawaii. I wish I would have gone to Tahiti. I wish I would have gone. So it might be a little more expensive, but again, I think you would appreciate it. Yes, you probably did. That's my daughter, Scrolls Nestle. She's been over here. She's trying to find time. She's trying to balance YouTube and mommy life and work life and all that. So kind of YouTube life kind of went to the side for right now. But she's coming. She has some good information about getting out of debt so you can retire early. Or, be your own boss, if anything. Am I right, Jennifer? Am I right? Hold on. Where's this at? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, there we go. Oh, mommy millionaire. You're a my mommy millionaire. You could have did all this. Let's see. Boom, boom. Copy. Come back here. Whoops. Not where I want to be. Right here's where I want to be. At Mommy Millionaire, I am going to pin your link to the top. So for anybody who's coming in here that wants to connect with my daughter, that's Mommy Millionaire. She's at the top. And I'm gonna forewarn you. She only has one video telling you why she wants to start a channel. So it's still a work in progress. But you're gonna want to connect because once she gets going, she's my motivation. Her and my son, they motivate me, and I'm sure that once she gets going, she'll motivate you guys as far as the finances. But the strategy that she gives you is strategies that you can use in life and use in any situation in life. It's not her thing is about finances, but it's the way to look at life, and that's where she's gonna guide you, and that's her strong point. She's a boss. She's a leader. I wonder where she gets that from. Huh? Good genes. Sean has a link to there's a link to a video on the group cruise in Australia. Scrolls Nest, cute baby. I'm gonna come back to that link in 1 second, Sean. I want to retire, and that's what her goal is. She wants to get out and enjoy life. The more things you buy, that car, that house, and all this other stuff, um, a lot of that ties you down. I mean, again, you're working to pay for stuff. I mean, again, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But she wants to have the house paid for. So maybe you don't have the real expensive house. You have the middle of the road house. A car paid for. You keep it for a while because a car, getting a new car every couple of years, it's not making you money. There's no anyway. I'm gonna let her tell you about that because that's not not my specialty. You don't want to talk about me because I got 5 cruises. I paid off 2. I still got to pay off 3 more cruises, and that kind of goes against her belief. I want to live my life though, and I'm kind of rambling again, so I'm done rambling. Hey, make this go viral. Welcome in. Right there. Let me go here. We're gonna do a hold on. Stop. Okay, we're gonna have a slight intermission here. We are going to watch a video. Let me take that off. Got it all set up. Good. Here we go. All right, hold on. Let me stop this real quick. Okay, now tell me how you're gonna ever if you go on that cruise, how you're gonna say, "Man, I hate it. I hated I did that trip." I don't know how I don't know how you would that would be one of the things you would regret. But I can't, and I'm not. It's not part of my cruise, so I'm not pushing it because it's part of my cruise or anything like that. Um, but I can see like as you get older, it's like, wow, I wish I would have done that trip. I wish I would have gone there. I wish I would have seen it. Make sure I got all my screens back up together. Now for my daughter, that might go a little little bit against her plan because that's a splurge item there. But sometimes you got to treat yourself. Sean, no problem. I really think it's gonna be a good cruise, Sean. I really do. Oh, so Miss V, I'm gonna start calling you Miss V also. Everybody else calls you Miss V. Make this go viral. That's what I know you as, so I can always call you that. Anything going on over on your side of the world, Miss V? Miss V is Miss Motivation as far as YouTube. You know, if you have questions about YouTube, a lot of questions she can answer, and if she doesn't know the answer, she can get you the answer and try to guide you as far as you know ideas to help your help your videos go viral. Well, get more views and things like that. So she's another person that is another person good to know. So many good creators here. You guys are the best. I have to start thinking about now. I have to get a try to get a video together for Monday. So I got to start working on that. It never stops on YouTube, and I got to go live. I got to March 18th. What's today's date? Today's the 8th. 10 days. 10 days from now, YouTube is going to start taking hours away from me. So I have to start making hours to replace the hours that they're taking away. So not only do I have to replace those hours, I have to get hours to get to 4,000. So when I say you're going to see me a lot, you're going to see me a lot because I'm trying to get that 4,000 before they start taking hours away. At least when I get 4,000, all I have to do is maintain. I don't have to necessarily increase that. Eventually, I want to, and things down the road, but that's to get the paperwork to fill out to, become monetized. Can you imagine getting Warmstrong Adventures, a LLC, and now I'm going on cruises, I'm going on trips, and I'm writing off as a business expense? I get business write-offs for certain things. Can you imagine that making enough money that that could actually become a possibility? Yep, my year's coming up. Mike, and Rihanna. My year is coming up March 18th. March 18th. That's why. That's why the push is on now. I wish I would have done this sooner, but I didn't. So uh, I am on my way to 4,000. That's what you see. The little side, the little ticker tape down at the bottom of my picture. You'll see that's my ticker tape that I update daily. I updated today. I was at 3,306 this morning, and about 7 o'clock. It's about 7 o'clock my hours update. So I picked up roughly 60 hours, 59. So my goal, again, my goal, I'd like to do about 40 to 50 hours a day. And if I do that, come March 18th, I'd have my 400 hours. Luckily, I have friends who run my playlists and things like that, and they're trying to help me out. So again, surround yourself with good people, and when you surround yourself with good people, make sure you treat them nicely too, so that they want to help you out, and we'll help you down the road. If you have a goal in mind, and let's say whether it be subscribers or whatever like that, say you need 10 subscribers to get to a milestone, and you can't come up with 10 people that are willing to help you out, you might want to look at what you're doing, in your life that your friends aren't trying to help you. I'm just saying. I mean, again, if you might want to look at yourself, it might not be them, it might be you. And luckily for me, uh, my friends, they're here helping me. But again, I got to be there to help them too. But I just can't take the help. I have to be there and try to help them too. And I'm trying. I'm falling behind now because, well, I'm concentrating on me. But again, prior to this, I try to help people out, and after this, I want to be there to help people out if I can. If I can do it, anything for anybody, I will be there. Uh, but again, it's no, it's a two-way street, and for me, it's like if I help one person, I think two people are going to come back to help me. I think the more you give, the more you get back. So the live stream master, yes, Keisha, Keisha, hold on, 4 days, you're gone in 4 days, 5 days, so that's about ten days. You might go live from a ship or something, but about when you come back off the ship, see see me, it's gonna be like there's gonna be celebration. You're gonna see fireworks, and it's like Bill got his 4,000 watch hours. Ten days. That's about 10 days. I think that's about 10 days. I think nine. I don't know. I'm not gonna say nine. I want to say 10 days. So give me one day after you get back, because you ain't seen nothing yet. I am Betty J Gathers is trying to get me to do a 12-hour live. That's a bit much, but I may try it. Maybe not 12 hours. Well, I may go even maybe this weekend. I may go live this weekend. Maybe Saturday night, and then just go live Saturday morning. Go from 8 to 2 or something like that. 8 to 2, 8 p.m. to 2 p.m. maybe. Or should I do it in the daytime? Oh, you got the premium Wi-Fi. Got you. I'm the same way. Yes. Um, I don't necessarily get it every day because you can buy it. It's like 18 something. If you buy it ahead of time, it's like 18.75 a day. If you wait to get on the ship, it's like $25 a day. So again, I mean, well, if you want to buy individual days, so I may spend $50 to get like 2 days a week just so I can keep in touch. And if I want to keep in touch, well, I might as well do a little. I might as well do a little YouTube also. Got to drop the YouTube in there. And I generally always get the premium. I'm like you. I get the premium. Uh, I tried the slower speeds, but my watch my what app didn't work or didn't work well. I'm just reading something on my phone real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, I am back. So always work to be done on YouTube. Always work to be done. See what's going on in the chat. Everybody's there. Okay. So now, what do we want to talk about? Keisha, do you have any excursions for your trip? Do you have any plans? What are your plans? Are you going there to lay on the beach and relax? Are you? My daughter has tens of thousands of followers on IG and TikTok, so she won't be without Wi-Fi access either. Wow, that many followers. No, she better not be. She better not be without internet. That's a lot of. Wow, that's a lot. Can you ever give me a shout out? on IG. I think I got about I think I'm coming up close to 600 people on Instagram. I don't know what I have on TikTok. I'm 30, baby. I don't know. I don't know how many I have on TikTok. I don't have many. I just haven't had much time to go over there and work on it. So I usually again I don't even get on Facebook much. Usually it's YouTube and Instagram, and of course I can't broadcast on Instagram. So oh, and that's how we're gonna do the dolphin encounter. Oh, the dolphin encounter. I can't swim, so I did the dolphin encounter. It was the one they had one swim with the dolphins and a dolphin encounter, and I did the encounter, and I got my little picture taken kissing the dolphin. Mwah, 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 my little dolphin. You guys will love that. Mike, Rihanna, Family Vlogs. We have over 1,300 followers on Instagram and 595 followers on TikTok. Wow. I'm trying to be like you guys. Hopefully soon, one of these days. One of these days. Let me see. Warm Strong Ventures. I have 1,000 followers on IG. I need them over here. I know. Again, and that's why I actually have IG. I try to guide everybody back to YouTube. If you go to YouTube, and you're better with Instagram than I am, but if you go to Instagram Story, if you swipe up, you can hit a link and add your YouTube link to whatever video over to your YouTube channel. So you can put a picture or a short clip of you doing hair or whatever, and put a link in there to YouTube. That if they click on that link, it takes them over to your YouTube to that video on YouTube. And that's the main reason why I use Instagram. Uh, to, Together we travel. Half Moon is nice. If you find a diamond wedding band there, it's mine. Uh-oh. And that's why you see a lot of people out there with the metal detectors, always looking for stuff. But as far as just relaxing on the beach, Half Moon Key, it's what I want in the beach. Clean water, clear water, nice sand, warm temperatures, and little beers. I try to go a little further down, and we get away from like the immediate crowd. So I try to go down just a little bit, but it has pretty much everything I want. You got thousands of followers. You need to be active on IG. But again, I use it to send everybody to YouTube. Can't you get? And again, I don't know about it, and I'm a little ignorant about this. I'm old. Can't you get monetized on Instagram? And if you can, what does it take to be monetized on Instagram? Like Instagram and Facebook and all these other platforms. What does it take? Mike and Rihanna, we are very active on all social media platforms to bring people to our YouTube channels. Yes, I researched and decided which port would get a couple of $100 out of me for an excursion in Nassau One. NASA they're making it too many ships are coming in there. They're growing out. They're outgrowing their port size. Um, but you doing an excursion, it might not be so bad. But everybody there, it's always a hustle on. Hey, come here, do this, do that. You get in the cabs and they don't want to take you. They want to fill up the cab first. So, hey, I want to go to Atlantis or whatever. And hey, we got to wait till we get 10 other people to go. So you just sit there. Together we travel. We I lost it while putting on sunscreen and or at Keisha age. I have, but it's been a while. What happened? The last time I went, I just got off the ship with just a little bit and came right back on. I didn't stay long, but it's actually been a while since I've been to Costa Maya. I I like the port. Again, most of those ports down in Mexico, I do like. I don't remember doing any like any excursion. I can remember. I think the last time I was there, I looked from the ship and I could see like a ruin, a Mayan ruin, a Mayan temple or something like that in the distance that I said I wanted to go to, but I never made it off, so I didn't do it. Here lately, when I do all my excursions, I shouldn't even call them excursions. All I really want to do is go to a beach and get in some warm water and play. That's all I really want to do. I'm going to because now I'm doing social media. I got to get out and do excursions. I got to go put on my happy face and then come back to the beach. So my whole day won't be at the beach next time. When I go out next time, it won't unless I'm at Half Moon Key. Then my whole day is gonna be at the beach. Ooh, best port that I've been to. Up until recently, Mike, one of my favorite ports was Grand Turk. Grand Turk had everything I wanted right there. You had the little shops. You had Margaritaville, Flow Rider. You had everything was right, and you didn't have to take a cab or any place, anything there. You had a nice beach. The beach was a little rough. Somebody told me if I walked further down the beach that it was less rocky, and or if when you get if instead of going when you get off the bridge to the ship, if you go right instead of left, it was a little less crowded because now it's getting like overcrowded. They're building it up, and and they're bringing the little stands where they have like the alcohol and things. They're bringing it closer to the beach, so now it's really hard to even walk down the beach. They kind of messed it up for me. So Grand Turk used to be my favorite uh, because it had everything like right there. But Half Moon Key, just relaxing, I enjoyed it. But Grand Turk, because of Margaritaville, because you had kind of the pool there. They had the entertainment as far as the music and entertainment there in Margaritaville. And if you want to do the flow rider, the at one time that was like the largest pool in the Caribbean at one time. So again, Grand Turk, I'd say Grand Turk. Amber Cove is nice. The problem that you have at Cove is the beach isn't nearby. They have a nice pool area. Everything's gated in. Hubby and I don't wear wedding bands anymore. Aw, why not, Keisha? If you don't mind me asking. That's, I mean, again, I used to, because I used to go like in the cities to go to a lot of these places, and I had a friend I used to travel with, and he would put on all his jewelry and all his flash, and I'm like, dude, you can't do that down here. These countries are poor. You can't come out here with gold jewelry on and diamonds and stuff like that. You're asking for trouble. We never had trouble, but I mean, again, you're asking for trouble. I'm not flashy, and as far as wearing jewelry and things like that, I'm not flashy at all. Keisha, I think you will love Grand Turk. As I said, it's a little rocky there, so have some boat shoes if you like to get in the water. You don't have to because they have a pool there, so you don't have to get in. You don't have to go into the beach side. Margaritaville is right there. They have shops. You walk to the left. You see Margaritaville. You go in there, have a drink. They have a swim up bar and all the other good stuff. Um, Playing the latest music and having contests, dance contests, and things like that. You have a lot. You have a ton of fun. If you get off the ship and go to the right, they have a little. God, what Gemini? There was a space. NASA used to their spacecrafts used to come back from their trips and land in the ocean. One landed not too far from Grand Turk, so they have like a little museum set up um, for that landing. Gemini 2 or something, Gemini 8 maybe, and um, if you go to right, I mean, it's kind of if you want to know a little history, but they have a nice little beach area over that way. It's called, I think it's called the Beach Well part of it, and they have a nice little area over there. So your son, you have the lady over there that they do massages and things like that for cheap. Hey, House of X, thank you. Oh, thank you for coming in. Oh, thank you for running the playlist. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, I won't tell her she stole my thunder. I don't think she in mine. I don't think. Nah, me and her, we joke a lot. We joke a lot. The thing, it's funny because uh, she's our topics are totally different. Because I love talking about cruising, and hers is more about life events, life. It's about life, and especially now she's into like growing older and life events. So it's like how we got together and how we do a usually on her show, but we go up there and go live on her show and start talking. It's funny. So yeah, I really appreciate that House of X. I really appreciate that a lot. I was talking about you earlier. I don't know if you were in there or not, but I was talking about you earlier. How entertaining you guys are, and I wish I had your personality, because I mean, my goodness, you guys entertain. House of Entertainment is the proper name for you guys because you guys do entertain. He's Muslim, says it's a pagan tradition. He appeared. Okay, then that makes sense. He appeased me for years, but when mine got too tight with my second pregnancy, I quit wearing it, and so did he. Again, I don't blame you. Again, the, it's not about the ring. That's kind of ceremonial things. It's even like the wedding itself. People that go spend all this money on these weddings, uh, I don't really understand. I would rather take that money and invest it in something for the family than to blow it for like this one night where everybody can have all the drink and all the fancy foods. And I mean, I guess, but everybody's to his own. And um, but as far as the rings, I mean, again, I've seen too many people with wedding rings on that cheat. So I guess the ring didn't stop that. So that was just a symbol. And if it's in his religion, if that's what he thought, yeah, I can see that totally. I can see that totally. They are all over, and everybody knows who they are. HOX. Everybody knows who they are. Trish, you better not be halfway studying. You better be halfway listening and studying. We need that license. You do a good job, House of X. Oh, look at that, mommy millionaire getting in there like a moderator should. Don't forget to hit that like button. Mommy millionaire coming in strong with the moderator skills. I know she's cracking up, hearing her father talk nonstop like this. It's like, who is this man? Where did he come from? Nice to meet you. Because I normally don't talk too much. I mean, with my kids, me and the kids, we'll laugh up a storm and have a great time. But like out in public and in front of people like that, we don't talk. Well, I don't talk a lot. My son doesn't talk a lot. My daughter, well, I learn new things about my daughter every day. I told some people the story. She was in college. I think she might have been out of college. She just graduated, maybe. Anyway, we went on a cruise. It was a Sheila E. She chartered a ship, and it was a Sheila E. cruise. So I love Prince and had a lot of Prince music and Sheila E. band, uh, and so we go on a cruise ship, and she wants to start drinking. I was like, okay. Well, my goal was to drink her under the table. So it wasn't tequila. Was it tequila? It might have been tequila. I don't know. She was doing shots of Grey Goose. I do remember what she was drinking. She was drinking shots of Grey Goose, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a short night for her. And now we're on and this is the first day, and they had all these different performers there, and you run into them, talking to them, and meeting them, and having a good time. And I said it was gonna be a short night for her, and we started doing shots and doubling up on the shots and sitting at the bar and people are buying us shots and we're doing shots. She drank me under the table. She literally drank me under the table. We went to the room that night. She passed out. I passed out. The next morning, she got up and did whatever she does as far as doing her hangover drill. So she was okay. And I couldn't get out of bed. I was sick as a dog. And that night, Sheila E. was performing. So I came on this cruise to see Sheila E. Because she's performed like every night. But this particular night, she was doing like the Prince mixes and do the Prince songs, which is why I really came there. The glamorous life, it ain't much. It ain't. Anyway, I came on it just to see her do these songs. And I was too sick to get up because she drank me under the table. So, long story short is, I don't know what my daughter does. I don't know what so I'm shy. My son's shy. I don't know about her because there's a part of her that I don't know about. Anywho, long story over with. Hi, Jennifer. It was People ask me one of my favorite cruises, M&T Living. It was that one. I did a couple of the charter cruises. If you can get on a charter cruise, if you like music and things like that, uh, imagine a cruise built around what you like. Anyway, I did that cruise, and I did a cruise, and it had like Rob Bass. Um, God, I can't think of the name of the groups. Vanilla Ice, Coolio, a lot of rappers from that era. They were on the cruise, and they all did like their stage shows. And I'd have to look back, but it was like all these rappers, um, Salt and Pepper, and just every performance was 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 great. And I mean, it's on a cruise ship, so I mean, you're real close and you're getting. But again, I wasn't into vlogging at the time, so I have a couple of not too clear clips and things like that where I took a couple of videos, but those two were top tier cruises as far as just cruise itself. Um, the entertainment, just the acts. Who else was there? There, man. What's the Bismarck Key? I mean, just a lot of rappers from that era were there, and DJ, not it, they play the song all the time. And I can't think of it, uh, but anyway, I look for charter cruises all the time now just because of that. And I missed a couple of things here. M&T Living, no, thank you. I appreciate coming over there. You going live? I appreciate that. I listened to you guys. You did a good job. I wound up doing a couple other things, so I was kind of like halfway listening. I listened for like 10 minutes or so, then I started halfway listening. So, but no, I love coming to see, to give a little support that I can. Senadong, welcome in, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Yes, Keisha, but again, I mean, this is a slightly older crowd, but again, not now you're front row. Now they're on. Me and Coolio hanging out on the Lido deck. It was a lot of fun. I mean, they were Salt and Pepper didn't hang out with the crowd a lot, but Coolio he was again, rest in peace. But he was right there hanging out with us, and I can always remember. Cause what I took in was he looked frail on the ship, and I was surprised that he looked that frail, but put on a good show. I am doing good. I'm doing real good. And yeah, you're taking pictures with them. I'm trying to think where I don't even know where I have the videos at from that trip. But Vanilla Ice, and they're up there singing and dancing. And they're throwing. Imagine them like being on the stage and bouncing a ball, a beach ball around the crowd, and we all there bouncing, like bouncing a beach ball, having fun. It was one of the better cruises. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say top three, top three, top four, top four. I'm gonna give top five. I'm gonna give a top five, and one of these days I'm gonna. Hey Eddie, thank you. I appreciate you still being here. Eddie's getting to get a video on Saturdays. I believe Fridays and Saturdays. They have like a stroll. So if he ever gets a break, maybe he can come up here or come in the chat and something and explain the stroll to everybody and the parade video, the parade, where it's a group of creators that get together and they put their videos together so they run back to back. So it's like a parade. So you go from one video to the next, and it's a way to get people to look at your video. A lot of different people to look at your video, and then you go to the next video and let everybody look at that video. So it's a very innovative way of getting people to videos out to the public. But yeah, top five. I'm going to, and no particular order, but my top five cruises were 23-day cruise from Seattle to Sydney, Australia, my Alaskan cruise, the Sheila E. cruise, the Vanilla Ice cruise, and probably the Carnival Celebration because that was the inaugural cruise for Carnival Celebration, and I enjoyed that ship. And I have to. I'm gonna rethink that as far as my favorite cruise. I'm probably gonna go 23 days from Sydney to I'm sorry, from Seattle to Sydney was probably my favorite, just because of the length of it, and it took me to Fiji, it took me to Hawaii, so those were like bucket list places that I wanted to go, and I was able to hit them on this cruise. So yeah, I would say that one would probably be number one. And then I probably would put the Vanilla Ice one up second because I mean the music I love that music, that era that the music was in. I loved it, and the rappers and color, Color Me Bad, they were on it. It was Color Me Bad. It was a couple of groups like that, but Color Me Bad was there. I mean, it was just a lot of groups, and just night after night, day after day of seeing these acts, and I mean, it was a good cruise. Vanilla Ice, he went to but I didn't go to it, but he had like a private party on one of the beaches, like Mr. Sancho's, and he went there and they had the private party. I didn't make it to that party, but that was one of them, and probably Alaska, because Alaska was amazing. Alaska was amazing. The sights I saw in Alaska, and every excursion I did, the people said, because it was really really clear weather, and they would say it's never that clear. And we went whale watching. The waves, the ocean, the water is never this calm. And the whales, I forget what it's called when they all come up together and feed, and they all like form a circle and come up and chase all the fish in a circle, and they all come up and feed at one time. And I forget what it's called. And we actually saw that. They said you never get to see that. And here I am. Of course, I wasn't vlogging at the time, so I was able to see that. So I mean, Alaska was amazing. Alaska was amazing. That may move up there to number. It could easily move up to number two. Hey, Andre, welcome in. Two or Alaska probably wouldn't go lower than three. I would think. And Carnival Celebration number five. Trans Pacific number one. Alaska two or three. Do I put Vanilla Ice or Alaska? I'm gonna put Alaska second, Vanilla Ice third, and Sheila Eve fourth. Okay, that's my list. That's my order. I'm not changing it. I always laugh at people, and again, um, I've been on a lot of cruises. My thing with the cruises that I've been on though, because I didn't vlog, I didn't care like whoever the cruise director was. Um, I didn't care. It got to a point where I don't even care about the ports. If you ask me right now, I'm going on the booze cruise, October 29th. There's a it's not officially a group cruise, but it's a group cruise. It's called the Booze Cruise, BOO apostrophe S. It's a Halloween cruise, and I don't even know what ports. I don't even know what ports we're going to. It goes out of New Orleans on the Glory, I believe. I don't even know what ports we're going to. I'm going there for the camaraderie of the people on the ship, because all the ports they all started looking alike to me. And the dolphin encounter, and every place you go they have a dolphin encounter, they have a stingray encounter, they have swim with the pigs, uh, they have a some kind of rum factory tour. So after you do so many of those, you get kind of get tired of it, and touring the islands. Well, you'll find out that a lot of the Caribbean islands they all look alike. So I started going like basically to the beach. So when people ask me about these cruises and itineraries and things like that, I'm really the kind of the wrong person. Even though I've been on a lot of cruises, I might be the wrong person to ask. Everybody's saying hi. I'm caught up. I'm Great lineup. It really was a good lineup. The lineup was so good, and because I got sick on the Sheila E. cruise, my fault. Um, that's why I think I would put that one above of the Sheila E. cruise. And I mean, it was a party, and it was a party like all night long. I mean, it was a party. And now, M&T Living. Now, again, these ships are so big now, and they have so much on the ships as far as the restaurants and entertainment and things like that. The ships are becoming the destination. It used to be, the destination were the ports. Yeah, you have a couple of restaurants here and things like that, but you didn't have the kind of entertainment that they have now on these ships and activities. I mean, you go on Horizon, they got you got a movie theater, IMAX movie theater on it. You got Celebration. You got a roller coaster on it. Uh, you got one of the ships. I think of Norwegian Prima. You got race cars or go karts. And don't let's not talk about Royal Caribbean. You got Central Park. You got aqua shows. You got rock climbing. You got flow rider. You got just so many things to do on the ships. You got skating. Thank you, Keisha. You got skating rinks. You got probably got bowling alleys on some of these ships. So the ships actually become the destination. So now, when I book cruises, a lot of times I look at the ship, not necessarily the destination. But and I kind of see it's coming out. My goodness, that ship looks amazing. Um, yeah, the ice skating rinks. Keisha was saying that. Yeah, I mean that's it's crazy. Uh, I kind of see. Looks like it's taken to. They all have basketball. Yeah, I mean again, they all have basketball. And I left that. I kind of left that out. The basketball, the track, the table tennis. Um, Andre, it's crazy. It's crazy. The one ship I keep talking about, the Oasis class ships, they have this place called Central Park. It looks like you're in Central Park, New York. How are you in a park in the middle of the ocean? You got trees and flowers and birds singing. I mean, it's crazy. That's why I love cruising. My problem is I gambled a little bit on Carnival, and so now Carnival always sends me special deals to go on their ships. And Carnival is kind of behind of some of these ships as far as entertainment. Uh, but I get such a good deal on Carnival that I choose Carnival. But my daughter, who if she's still on here, she set up a family group cruise, and April 8th through the 12th, I believe, we're going on Royal Caribbean Allure of the Seas. I believe it's Allure, not Oasis. I believe it's Allure of the Seas, and that will be my first time on that ship where it has like Central Park, where it has the flow rider, where it has the climbing, where it has these solariums for adults only with a pool and um, MO, uh, M&T living. We're going to have the Central Park balcony. I wondered about that. When you come back, when are you going? You got to let me know how that is, because I was thinking about that. I just don't. I don't know whether I want to be sitting on a balcony facing out to other balconies. I've always, again, and this is a whole new concept. These inner balconies, they I'm used to balconies facing out towards the water, and every time I've ever had a balcony facing out towards the water. Well, this one they have balconies that face out towards the water, but they also have balconies that face inside to the park. That Central Park I was telling you about, and the Broadway. Um, they have balconies facing out to the court, and I don't know how I would feel about these other cabins looking into my cabin, because normally that's not an issue on a cruise ship. And I don't know how I would like that. But some people swear by it, and oh, that's all they had left. Okay, well, let me know how it is. I mean, it might be nice. It might be nice. Uh, but a lot of times when I go on my balcony, I'm sitting out there because I want to relax. A cup of coffee, maybe a drink or something like that. And I don't know if I want people across the hall, I mean, across the ship, looking back at me. And that, I guess, I don't know. It might not be bad. Maybe, maybe they're so far away that you can't really, you can't see anything. But again, I want to know. Keisha H. Team Reese Travels just did a room tour on a RCL Royal Caribbean cruise line, Central Park balcony cabin. I'm going to take a look at that, Keisha. But again, I don't, unless you're sitting out there, I don't know if you get the feel of it. And I guess I want to see them. I want to see them sitting out there, midday to see what it's like. Or first thing in the morning to see what it's like. I mean, how many other people are out on the other side on their balcony looking back at you? I'm Team Reese. Let me write that down real quick. Team Reese. Park balcony. I'm gonna make sure I take a look at that video. It has to face out towards the water, surely. Yeah, I got to have a lot of breathing space. No, no, no. See, Andre, the cabin, what I'm talking about, that's the way most balconies. That's the way most balconies are, facing out towards the water. These face interior, so they have, imagine the center of it for 7 stories up is empty. There's no cabin space, and they at the bottom it's a park. So when you look down, you're looking on trees and restaurants and shops. When you look down over the balcony, and this is like an interior room that you look down over. I'm probably doing a poor job of explaining it, but it's an interior cabin that look it has a balcony that looks down um, on the interior of the ship. You see no water. You see Central Park trees. Hey, FR Humphrey, welcome in. Yeah, but again, people that want a balcony, they usually get a balcony because they want to sit out on the balcony. So I don't know. I hope I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to discourage you from the balcony. I think the balcony that would be better than probably an interior room. I do a lot of interior rooms, so that balcony would be better than my interior room. They did a live as Cruz Kisbet from the balcony from Team Reese Travels. Sick Cruiser and Parker's on the go. I'm gonna look. Do you, Keisha? Do you know whose live it was on? Is that Team Reese? They did the live. Yeah, Andre, and this is what I'm telling you. That's the Royal Caribbean. They did a. This was a different class ship. They built it about 12 years ago, and when I saw that ship, it was totally different than any other cruise ship I've ever seen in my life. And they had these interior rooms that look down. You're looking, you not the ones looking out to the ocean, but on the other side, they look down onto a park setting. They call it Central Park, but it's a park setting. And I've always looked at it. I'm like, I don't know what that balcony room would be like. But that ship is totally different ship. When people say they're loyal to Royal, I could understand it. And that's Royal Caribbean cruise line. I can understand it. Like a mall where you can look right across into another store. Yeah, I mean picture like a mall where you have the stores, like the second level, and you're walking on each side, and down here is like where the Central Park is, but these are cabins over here, and your cabin is facing that cabin. So if you're both out at the same time, you're both like looking at each other. You're not this close, of course, but again, I don't know how far it is and how uncomfortable that would be. All right, Keisha, thank you. I'll miss the ocean, but I'm glad I was able to get on the ship. Yeah. Oh, trust. I've had some. I have some hole in the wall cabins as far as the size and things like that. But again, if I'm traveling by myself, I don't care. All I need is a bed, a bathroom, and a closet. I really don't need the closet. I'd be okay with living on my suitcase, unlike some people, I guess. But I would be okay living on my suitcase. Um, but that particular balcony that you're getting, I've always wondered. I always wondered what it would be like, and it probably will be okay because they're probably, I'm picturing them like right in my face, like right here. But there's probably a good distance between us, so and they won't be out all the time, and I won't be out all the time. So it'll probably be okay. And I mean, worst case scenario, you come in and close the door. And this is coming from somebody who likes interior cabins. So, uh, hold on, did I miss it? I don't. Did you tell us what ship you're going on? Did you say allure? Hold on, I'm getting old. What ship are you going on? Let me make sure we know what ship you're on. But if it's the Oasis class ship and I'm some Wonder of the Seas, yes, Wonder of the Seas is the largest ship in the world. It's the largest ship in the world as right now. They're building a larger one now. It's the largest ship in the world. It probably can hold close to 7,000 people. 7,000. I didn't not 700. 7,000 people. If every cabin had double occupancy or whatever their capacity is, it probably can hold 7,000 people. Not counting the crew, which is another probably 2,000. And you're all at sea. Uh, it's a different animal. I'm telling you, man, it's a different animal. They Royal Caribbean did their ships right. They did their ship. They did the ship right. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yes, Team Reese Travels has it titled Cruise Bits Last Mimosa at Sea. Okay, so they unfortunately don't show the cabin. Okay, I'm sure somewhere online they have it.
and a whole lot more. So if you love cruising, make sure you're subscribed with that notification bell turned on. Wonder of the Seas was built by Chantiers d'Atlantique Shipyard in Saint-Nazaire, France, and joined her 4 Oasis-class sister ships when she made her maiden voyage on March
Come on, don't buffer.
4th, 2022. With a gross tonnage of 236,857, Wonder of the Seas is the largest cruise ship in the world, has a maximum passenger capacity of 6,988, and accommodates 2,300 crew members. Today's
It's buffering.
tour is going to focus on the public areas of the Wonder, so we'll start on Deck 3. Here on Deck 3, you'll find the lower level of Wonder's main dining room, which extends up to Deck 5. This is where you can go daily for breakfast, lunch, or dinner with a rotating menu. Outside the MDR on the port side is where you'll find Izumi, the hottest sushi spot at sea for an exotic Asian-inspired dining experience. Moving forward, we enter Casino Royale, and if you love to gamble, consider this your little slice of Vegas at sea, with all your favorite slots and table games and endless opportunities to win big. And with a full bar right in the middle of all the action, you'll never go thirsty.
I am going to. I'm gonna let that. I'm gonna see. It's buffering too much, so I'm gonna see if I can pause it for a second and let it like catch up to as far as buffering load more, so it won't buffer as much. But I mean, you can see, I mean, again, you can just see how the size of the ship. That if you didn't want to see water, you probably wouldn't have to even see water. And I can't wait to go on that ship. And the ship that I'm talking about going on is Allure of the Seas. It was like the original one of these. It was like the first one. Now they've built onto it and made it better and better and better over the years. So 12 years ago, they built a ship that the Allure of the Seas that I'm going on. Get a better price because this is expensive. M&T Living must have money. No, just kidding. But it is. But again, you can see why people want to go on that ship. Uh, Black Friday special. I never even thought about that. I am going to be looking this year. I'm going to be looking because I want to get like one of their newer ships, and Black Friday get on Icon, get on Wonder of the Seas. That is a great idea. That is a great idea. Let me see if I can go ahead and continue playing now.
Continuing on, we'll pass through the onboard art gallery. Now you can just admire the works, or
Onboard
if
art
you're so
gallery.
inclined, drop in at one of Park West's art auctions and bid on a masterpiece of your own. As we continue down this hallway, we're heading towards the entertainment place, and our first stop is Studio B. This multi-purpose area has seating for up to 900 guests, and it's here where you can hit the ice with your family and friends, challenge them to a game of laser tag, or sit back and be amazed by the talented onboard performers.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. It's buffering a little too much. I think that was the Cruise World. I think that was one of their videos that put it out there. And Fr. Humphrey, My favorite ship right now is probably Carnival Celebration, Carnival Mardi Gras or Carnival Celebration. They're sister ships. Celebration came out in 23. I think in 22, the Mardi Gras came out, and those are the ones Carnival ships with the roller coaster on top, which they're nice ships for Carnival. But to me, they don't match to these Royal Caribbean ships. Size wise, they're competitive. Maybe the Carnival Celebration probably holds 5,500 to 6,000 people, so it's a little smaller. But just the experience and I haven't been, so I haven't been on Royal Caribbean. So when you ask favorite ship, I'm telling you on ships that I've been on. The Royal Caribbean is the ship that I think is going to be, once I go on it, I think it's going to be my favorite, but I won't know until I go on it, just because of the way it's laid out and things like that. So I'll let you know. Carnival does keep the price in check, like on their newer ships. They do keep it in check. They really don't nickel and dime you for all the restaurants. There are a couple of specialty restaurants that you have to pay for, but most of the restaurants are free. Where Royal Caribbean, some of the nicer restaurants and some of the other restaurants that you might want to try, you may have to pay a fee for some of them. Not all of them. If you don't want to pay for a restaurant, you can always find free food. So I'm not saying they don't have free food, but the Carnival has Guy's Burgers, a hamburger joint. Royal Caribbean has Johnny Rockets. Johnny Rockets is probably an upcharge. So there's little things like that, and little nuances like that that might might where you might want to stick with Carnival. So for right now, Carnival, I'm gonna say Celebration. They tweaked the Mardi Gras a little bit. The only thing I didn't like about Mardi Gras was okay, Keisha, night night countdown. What is it? 3 days and a wake up, or it's 4 days and a wake up? Whatever. Make sure you download whatever app you need, whatever you need to go live for a few minutes on the cruise ship, just for YouTube. Let us know what time you're gonna go live so we can follow you. And you just got to go for a little bit, even if you don't want to show your face. Just show us around because I want to be on a cruise ship. But night night, M&T Living. So far, they've had the best burger at sea that I know of. Royal Caribbean, I believe the ship that I was on had a Johnny Rockets, and I tried it. I'm not a big Johnny Rocket fan. Uh, the guys burger is not as good as it used to be. Better. They used to have like hand cut fries, and they used to be better to me. Um, their newer ships have Shaq's Big Chicken, and that's kind of my new favorite place to go. It's one of the best chicken sandwiches I had, not only at sea but like any place. Popeyes, Chick-fil-A. I like Shaq's Big Chicken sandwich better, which kind of surprised me. Yeah, I never thought I would say that about someplace like on a ship where it's like, man, that's the best burger or best chicken sandwich I ever had. And I don't know about where you're at, but Popeyes, when they came out with their chicken sandwich, there were lines wrapped around the block. Give me 1 second. All right, hold on. Gotcha. Got it. Thank you. Um, okay, where am I at? Wow, there we go. All right, M&T. Thank you, M&T Living. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna be on here much longer. I just wanted to come on here and get some watch hours for a little bit. So I ran my mouth. It's been a couple of hours. I'm gonna look around and see if I see any other things I want to talk about again for tonight. Because I got a live tomorrow. Actually, I have a at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I do my show Banter with Bill. So I may start it early because that's about a 2 hour show. So I may come on a little bit earlier to maybe make it 3 hours, just because again I'm trying to get watch hours. So you're gonna get tired of seeing me. Don't worry, I'm gonna slow down in a little bit. You got about 10 good days of me left. So I appreciate you. Have a good night. You guys take care. Um, what else? I've listed my favorite ships. I actually put them in order. I never did that before. Oh, and I forgot. Hold on. Eddie's here. He's still here listening. Eddie Lugo Studios tomorrow at 12 noon. He's going live. Uh, he's gonna do travel with Thursday chatter, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find the link here. Hopefully you have a link up there, Eddie. I keep forgetting we both go live on Thursday. He does the early show. He does at noon, and I do 4. Where is it at? Hold on, let me find your page. Edit. There we go. Live 316 39. There we go. Cruise Chatter Thursdays. I think Eddie beat me to it. See, man, when people know what they're doing, they do it fast. He's already posted it, but I'm gonna post it again right there. And let me get back to my live. Hold on. Your channel. Boom. And I am going to replace the link at the top of my at the comment section is his link. So for those of you that aren't doing anything tomorrow at 12 noon, and even if you are doing something, takes time out to watch Eddie Lugo live, and you get some more cruise talk. And he was on the vloggers cruise, the Norwegian Breakaway. So if you have any questions about that, he's the guy. When you look at a lot of these videos, when you look at a lot of these videos, guess who was in that video? Eddie Lugo, because everybody was talking to Eddie. Everybody knew Eddie, and I'm talking, from the people who are just coming to see the people, and then for the top vloggers, they all knew Eddie. So make sure you get a Thursday at 12 noon. Yeah, check into Eddie Lugo Studios. Oh, Eddie, I didn't. You did post it. I forgot. I forgot. Eddie, I don't even know who's a moderator on my channel. I should have known. You posted a link, but I'm looking at it through the software, so I'll see that you posted a link. But if you're not a moderator, it won't come up on the other side. I don't have many, Eddie. Uh, I have a few, but I don't have many. Just that, that little group that we're in, it kind of a couple people from that group, and then that's kind of it. No, and I don't need any more. I really don't. I mean, maybe if I get bigger, maybe things like that. Um, I really don't. Nightbot drops the links, and my biggest thing is just having people watch the chat to make sure that you know inappropriate things aren't being said. Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, if something happens where I'd be like, man, maybe I wish I had more moderators. But generally, just watching the chat, and knock on wood. Lucky for me, I haven't had any problems. Um, I haven't had any problems. I'm not saying that I won't, but um, unless I see something happen on a regular basis, I probably won't worry about the mods too much. But Eddie Lugo, he's a super moderator because he does a lot of channels. Everybody, because again, you want somebody who's going to be there and then actually watch the chat and keep an eye on it for you. And as you know, you saw he just came up with the link. It was his own link, but he came up with the link fast. So, and that's kind of what you want your moderators to do. Get an understanding of what you want in the chat. I'm not used. I'm not used to being up this or being on like this late. Usually about this time of night, a little bit later is when I first start coming on to do my live. I do the late night live. I've already worn out my friends. My Trish, together we travel, and Keisha. They've already spent so much. Again, they spent so much time with me earlier today. It's tough to keep up with everybody. I'm telling you, it's tough. It's like doing 12 hours of YouTube. I really need. I'm gonna go. I gotta go watch that video. That Wonder of the Seas. I really do like Royal Caribbean ships. That's the dilemma. Carnival. Here, I got Carnival. Here, Warmstrong. Here's our newest ship. We'll give it to you for $300. Nice ship. Not the best. Nice ship. Royal Caribbean. Here, Warmstrong. Here's our new ship for $1,500. Which one do you choose? They both go to the same islands, but the ships are becoming the destination. Which one do you choose? How is that better? Destination Fun. I saw a good price for Wonder of the Seas or Wonder in September and early December, and I was looking today. I after I hey Devil Dog, welcome in. Thank you, and thanks again Devil Dog. You and you and Belt Loop. Thank you both of you guys for everything you've done. I'm doing good. I saw you guys arguing about whether or not you were or about starting the show. You guys were going at it pretty good for a second. It was funny. It was funny trying to both of you trying to make your point. You both being stubborn. Um, I am going to start looking this year. I'm kind of booked. I'm kind of booked out. I got 5 cruises between now and April. Well, 5 booked for next year, um, April through April. So I don't know if I'll get like in September. Uh, October 29th, I got a cruise coming up. So I don't know if I'll be able to, swing another another cruise in there. Because then I got Okay, Eddie, I'll see you tomorrow. See you, definitely see you at noon. Don't forget tomorrow noon. It's pinned up to the top of the comments section. Eddie's live cruise chatter is Thursday 12 noon Eastern. The link is pinned to the top. Bruce, I just saw you come in. Everyone knows it's all Double Dog's fault. No, yeah, I saw it. I saw it for both sides, and I guess you would have been there for the whole conversation, see how it went. Um, Anywho, Destination Fun. I'm sorry, I'm kind of got lost in what I was talking about. But if September, I got one in October and December, and those weren't ones I really got deals on. So I'm actually like paying for those. Those weren't like my casino deals. Uh, they were better in price, but again, I wound up paying more than my normal, a couple of $100s for them. So I don't know if I'll swing that, and I don't know what when you say a good price, I don't know what a good price is because whatever it is, see, I pay twice, and so it gets if it's $800, well that's $1,600 for me plus the port charges. So that's what I look into. Yeah, I got 5 cruises. I've only paid off 2 of them. Fr Humphrey, I paid off my Trans-Pacific cruise and my Alaskan cruise. So the next one I'm working on is the Booze cruise. Is it Booze cruise? Is that my next one? That'll be my next one. We never know. I might be able to squeeze another one in there because if I'm done in April, no, I'll be done in May, and I don't have another cruise until October. I might let me know if you see those prices. Let me know the prices. I say you just want to book one. See, hold on, Fr Humphrey. Now you're talking about me. I had 5 booked. Bruce has Ocean. That's Bruce. He has 6 cruises booked already. So I'm not bad. And I got a verbal commitment for Alaska in 2025. So I mean, they're just and so there's so many group cruises coming out now. I can't even keep up with them. Um, the family reunion one I want to do. There's so many coming out. We got to get you out there one of these days. My belief is you either love them or you hate them. And for me, and it's like most vacations. It's whatever you kind of put into it is what you get out. If you go in with a negative attitude, you're going to have a negative experience. And for me, it's like whenever I go on a cruise, I I'm always when I get to the airport that morning to go on my cruise, my whole mindset changes, and I'm like on vacation. Again, I want my plane to get down there, so I'm still a little nervous. But does the plane make it down there on time and things like that? Um, but uh, I'm on vacation and I go in with the mindset that I'm here for fun. And don't let me get down, fly down to Miami. Let's say it's going down to Miami, fly down to Miami, and I'm on South Beach. Vacation has begun, and there's really almost nothing that can happen that could bring me down. Last time I went on, the embarkation day, it was pouring down raining or whatever. I didn't care. The Celebrate party got canceled, well, moved indoors, but I didn't care. I just enjoyed it, and just being on the sea, being around the music, being around the shows, being around the people. I enjoyed it. Double Dog. I've never been on a cruise either. My mom and stepdad have, and they loved it. Yeah, I love it. But a lot of people, they kind of freak out by that being in that much water, being around where you in water where you can't see land, and some people freak out about it. They're too expensive. That was the great thing about a lot of my cruises. Uh, I got years ago. I used to gamble a lot in the casinos, and now they still send me. I guess maybe they're hoping I start gambling again, and I still gamble, but I just don't gamble much. So I think they hope. Oh well, if we keep sending them offers, he'll start gambling again. But they were giving like great offers, like a couple of $100 you can go on a 5 day cruise, and which isn't a bad price. Anyway, for that still, so for some people, um, that still might be a lot. Because when I was growing up, we our vacations consisted of driving somewhere, and staying with family. Sunshine Films, hello, welcome in. But you can get cheaper cruises. Usually, um, when kids are in school, the cruises are cheaper, and also during like hurricane season, September, October, and early November, you could usually get pretty good deals there. And the thing about hurricanes is cruise ships, because you can see hurricanes coming. You follow them across the ocean. They go around. They usually go around them. It may create more water, more rain sometimes for you, but again, I just want to be on a cruise. Destination Fun. Good night, and I will talk to you. Yeah, yeah, and Double Dog, and I do understand. Can't draw blood from a turnip. I get you. I get you. Again, I used to take like family cruises like this because it was literally cheaper. Because like going to Disney World, I don't know how families like let's say a family of four or a family of five go to Disney World because Disney World is so expensive. But that's why when I grew up, we drove down to family's house. I used to go drive down to Metropolis, Illinois, home of Superman, every year, and I loved it. Don't get me wrong, I loved it. But that's all I knew. And one year we flew out to California to visit my brother. He was in the army at the time, and he's 7 years older than me. So he probably was about maybe 22 ish, and I was no, he probably about 20. He probably was about 20, and I was about 13. And he was in the service. He was out there, I was in Sacramento, California, and I thought I was big time. I took an airplane ride to California. I thought I was big time. But we drove every summer. Metropolis, Illinois, home of Superman. A one stop like town. And when they actually when they started this after the pandemic and they started cruising again, they were literally giving me money to cruise. It would be a free cruise, and they would give me $500 on board credit, and I could pay like any taxes or anything that I had out of that money. So it was like they were giving me cruises. So that was the last year was the best year I ever had cruising, and it's kind of continued. But now they're getting back to regular prices, and now it is getting more expensive. Bruce, literally, I went on back to back Mardi Gras and didn't pay a dime. They gave me back to back. They gave me $500 on each trip, and I paid all my port charges and I'm sorry, I paid all my gratuities out of that money, gratuities and internet. I was in heaven. Oh, I meant to tell Destination Fun. Yeah, they had a ton of 50. They had, and that's when I came out to California and I did a panorama and radiance. It was like 25 or $35 uh, cruises, out there, and it was crazy. It was crazy. And I meant to tell Destination Fun. She was talking about the internet. I believe uh, I go to so many lives. I think it was her live or either Chancer's live, as far as like the internet package. If I book the internet package right now with the discount, how you get the discount for booking it early, it's $421 for that 22-day cruise, and I refuse to pay that much money for internet. Um, I'm going to book. It's like $25. You can go on board and pay $25 a day, and I'll do that maybe like 2 days a week. So you're probably looking at about $150 is what I plan on spending for internet. But anyway, I'm gonna do it like on a Tuesday. I'll do it like Tuesday at 5 p.m. It's good to Wednesday at 5 p.m. So that way I can get Tuesday night and content or download or upload whatever I need to download or upload. But I also get Wednesday morning afternoon, so I can do it then. So like when I'm doing C days, so like to me it's like I'm getting 2 days for the price of one, which I'm not really, but it's good for 24 continuous hours. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna divide it up where I get 2 days into it, and that way I can check on the family 2 days in a row. I heard the vloggers one of the big vloggers, Lalita Loca, might have been, was talking about how much he spent on internet, and for that 7 day cruise, he spent it. And again, I don't know how many devices he had. I don't know what he did. It was like he spent $600. Let's say $400 to $600 on internet for a 7 day cruise, and I didn't he didn't maybe he did break it down. I don't remember how he broke it down why it was that expensive. Um, I mean, again, it could have been just for the internet. I don't think. Yeah, no, I mean, again, I won't either. I do it just to keep up in touch with the family, and then I try to take care of anything I want to do that day that I have it. So it's for Carnival, it's 25. I think like on the ship, it's like $25 for the premium package. It might be more now. The last time I did it, the last cruise I went on Horizon, it was $25 a day. But I don't do the. I used to do the whole week, and I don't do that. I may do it on the booze cruise because I have that board credit. I think I have $500 on board credit, so I might get the Wi-Fi package when I do the booze cruise. Yeah, and Bruce, that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, middle of the day, I'm gonna get by it. So it takes up like 2 days. So let's say you're going from Sunday to Saturday, I might get it. I might get it like Tuesday afternoon to Wednesday afternoon, and then maybe Thursday afternoon to Friday afternoon, and you're back Saturday. Hey, White Dome, thanks for stopping in, my friend. One good thing about the Alaska cruise is you're in the United States, so usually, I mean, you can if you have 5G, usually pretty good. I mean, you'll get places where you can't use it, but you can pretty much leave your phone on. So that's the one thing about being in Alaska. You go to Skagway or Juneau. Hey, you're in United States territory, so you're good. White Dome, you doing okay tonight? Bruce, I always say it whenever I see you. I always want to call you and talk to you. Just so many things to talk about. One of these days, I'll do it. One of these nights, maybe when you're off or something like that, I'll give you a call, or if you're not busy one day, afternoon, if you're at work, get a break or something, uh, just to chit chat. There's just a couple things I want to talk to you about. That would be such a nice cruise, Jennifer. I am so big. I am so big on these long cruises. I love them. I love the last one so much that when I find these cruises, I'm trying to take them. The longer, the better. The longer, the better. Yeah, Bruce. I don't know. I always feel like people are working and I don't want to disturb them and things like that. That's why that's why one of the reasons why I just haven't called yet. But again, I just want to just touch base with you as far as things going on and things like that. And uh, it's we have such a small community, and I like talking, and just some of the things in our small community. I love talking about. I mean, I love talking about it. I can't believe how entertained I am right now. That would be the tough one. And Bruce, that's what I love about you. And I tell people this. Um, I normally don't use travel agents. I normally don't use them. But when you booked me for the booze cruise, I really appreciate the way you took care of me. Yeah, not now, not 3 a.m. That would be 6 a.m. You don't have to worry. That's 6 a.m. my time. I wouldn't be up. I really appreciate the way you took care of me. You gave great customer service. You gave travel agents a good name because I've dealt with other travel agents and it was why I stopped using travel agents basically. And I know people are busy. They have other jobs. It's kind of like a side hustle and things like that. But in this day and age of technology, if I want to book a cruise now, I want to book a cruise now, not a day from now, not 2 days from now. Reach me and playing tag and things like that. I'm just not used to that anymore. That's why because I didn't even use Carnival's personal planners anymore. I just go online and get my deal. But I do have a personal planner at Carnival that I like, and he loves me because I call him up and tell him that what I want to book, and all he does is book me. He doesn't have to look up anything or do anything. And he says, Mr. Armstrong, I really like you. I really like you. just because he doesn't do anything. He does. There's nothing to earn his money. But again, I feel like well, he might as well earn it because I've been dealing with him for so long that I might as well let him earn whatever he earns doing it. Now, there's been a couple of times where he let me down. I'm talking to him, and it's like we're not on the same page here. He had me in a cabin. It was like a 4IS, and I'm telling him it's a inside cabin. He said, "No, Mr. Armstrong, that's a balcony." I'm like, "That's not a balcony." And he's the personal planner, and we're going back and forth about this balcony, and I'm like, "Look, man, I booked it. I know what it is. It's an inside cabin. It's like 4IS, I believe, is what the code was, and it's like I'm pretty sure that IS means inside cabin, or whatever it was, and he swore to me it was a balcony. I'm like, okay, well, you said it's a balcony. I knew it wasn't. And sure enough, later on, oh, Mr. Armstrong, it's the inside cabin. I said, yeah, I know. But again, he was trying to take care of me. Um, but I really, long story short, getting back to you, I really appreciate your customer service. I haven't used Andrew yet. So, we'll see. If I use Andrew now, is he off work yet? He might not be off work yet. But if I use Andrew, you got some big shoes to fill. It really is. Customer service. I mean, it's customer service. Again, I need you to like if I have a question or if I need something, I need you to be able to do it right away. And again, so for some people, this is kind of like a side hustle, which is fine. But again, you got to understand that when somebody wants to book something, they want to do it right then and there. And in this day and age, the a couple of days to book a cruise is over with. It's done with. Yeah, that's your cruise offer could be actually be gone by then in a couple of days, or the price could go up. So I mean, you got to explain to me why should I book with you if I can do it myself? Other than the outside chance something goes wrong and I need to change something and you have an inside knowledge. And I just a few times I just had bad personal service with um, travel agents. It used to be a time travel agents could give you a better price sometimes than you could get for yourself, and now they have like the same prices that I see, and I don't get anything. I don't get anything extra out of it. So that's when I stopped using travel agents. Oh, I meant to go back up here. He seems like that, and again, he was dealing with me, and I forget. I think one night he's trying to get my information to book the booze cruise, and I'm literally I don't know if it was the night that I was drinking it online, but again, he's asking me a question, and I'm giving him like pieces of information at a time. He must have sent me like ten different emails or 10 different messages to get like my address, okay, what city, what state? I mean, it's just like it was like 10 questions, and I'm like not giving them all the information. It was like, man, I'm driving myself batty with this. I'd tell me to stop if I was him, but he didn't. He just kept send me another one, send me another one, send me another one until he got what he wanted. And having things to learn, see that you can forgive. People who are new to it, you can forgive. But like poor customer service, that's what you might want to keep an eye on. So when people don't wait too long to get back to somebody if you guys can help it. Again, I don't know your situation, like your work, other jobs. So I'm assuming that the travel agent isn't like the full time job. But people don't. Well, no, I'm not gonna say people. I'm gonna say me. Don't like to wait too long for a reply, especially when I have the internet right here and I can book it. And Carnival, I'm literally looking at my deal from Carnival, and all they say is click here and you're booked. And it get even as much as I like group cruises, I've come to like group cruises. I don't like group cruises because now everything has to go through that travel agent. You know, like let's take for instance, if you wanted to change your cabin, I couldn't just change my cabin. I have to go through my travel agent. Well, maybe this time you don't want to go through your travel agent. But again, I they won't. I can't change my own room. So that's one of the things about. Hey, John, Pedroza. So that those are the type of things that I'm so used to being able to do everything myself. No, you're not part of the group. Okay, hey Pedroza. So the group cruise, you get perks for being in a group. So it's like let's say my daughter cruise. Uh, if she booked 8 cabins, which she got 8 cabins, every cabin got like $50 of onboard credit. Uh, they gave us a room that we can use. We could use to for a birthday party. Do they provide a cake? I don't know if they provide a cake or not. But there's certain perks that you get. You get be put in a group. Um, some of these group cruises they add other perks where they have like gift bags. They have swag that they might hand out to people. They might have special parties. So if you didn't book with the group and pay the money with the group to give them the discounted rate, the discounted rooms, and this all that, why would they let you in that group? No, you can't eat cake. If you didn't pay for the cake, you can't eat cake. So I mean, there's certain perks that you would get for booking with a group. The problem being that if you want to change anything, you have to go through whoever you booked it through. The booze cruise was Bruce is trying to make it a group cruise, and it's not it's probably not actually a group cruise, but they're looking out for us a little bit, hopefully, because of the size of the group. But it wasn't actually booked as a group cruise. But that's why if I have a problem on a booze cruise, I'm not I don't. Oh, maybe I do. I don't know. Would I, Bruce? Would I have to go through you if I wanted to change cabins or anything? Um, because I used the travel agent. I don't know. I might have to go through Bruce. I take that back. I might. The group cruise wouldn't let me do it. I had to go through my whoever I booked it with. The booze cruise I booked with Bruce, even though it's not a group cruise. But I still might have to go through Bruce. Oh no! I mean, again, I trust the agent. I mean, it's not a question about trust. It's just a question about being prompt. Um, I don't like to wait 2 days to get a reply. If I say, "Hey, Bruce, I want to change my room," I want Bruce later on that day. Bill, got your email. I'm on it. I'm working on it right now. Or not it'll be done today, and I'll send you an email confirmation that it's been done. Oh yeah, no, no, Bruce, it's okay. I mean, again, I don't mind going through you, but I'm just saying that is one of the problems of going through a travel agent. You have to deal with that. So that's why you need a travel agent with good customer service. There was a travel agent that a friend of mine, when I went on a Carnival Celebration, he went on like a group cruise on the Carnival Celebration inaugural cruise, booked through a travel agent. He went to his travel agent because there was a price drop, and went to the travel agent, and the travel agent literally told him that he didn't want to spend hours online with Carnival worried about the price drop, and he never got the price drop. I didn't get into the subject because sometimes you have sometimes the offers that you get they don't qualify for the price drop. So I didn't get into it with him whether or not his offer qualified or not. But he said the agent didn't look into it for him, and that's a problem. That if the agent didn't look into it for him, that's a problem. Um, I don't worry about that with like if Bruce, and I probably did that. I don't know. I called Bruce back about something about it. Well, price. I don't know if it was a price drop or not. Yeah, Bruce. And no, trust me, Bruce. The reason I'm talking about you right now is because of what you did. You don't hear me. You've never heard me mention about another travel agent other than that person's a travel agent, this person's a travel agent, and something like that. Yeah, you've never heard me talk about anybody's travel agent as far as me recommending that travel agent because I'd rather do it myself. I would rather do it myself. And with the internet, I can find out generally as much information. You do come around to come into a problem as far as some of the cabins you may not see. Uh, I had a Royal Caribbean. My daughter was looking at a cabin, and it held 6 people. You couldn't book that cabin online. You actually had to go through one of their agents. Yeah, and again, Bruce, and I've been in life long enough. There's two sides to every story. So I'm repeating a story from one side. You have to hear the other side, and somewhere probably in between the truth is. So I understand that just because somebody said something doesn't make it true. Um, but as you said, if that's the case, if that happened, yeah, see, there's a problem there. There's a problem there. Yeah, I don't. I don't. When people tell me stories, I don't listen. I'm sorry, that's not true. I listen, but I know there's two sides to every story. So when people have an agreement, a disagreement, I try to listen to both sides of the story and try to see like what from the information that I gathered from them, like who I agree with. Sometimes it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't. But they're both wrong. Could be, but I never. So if you told me something about, hey, Destination Fun did this, I'd be like, oh, okay, Bruce. I mean, it means nothing to me. Or let me Destination Fun. Well, she lied to me about this, and you can't trust Destination Fun. And I dealt with Destination Fun, and she's been nothing but honest with me about everything. I listen to what you're saying, but I'll tell you that uh, she's good to me. She's never lied to me. Again, whatever y'all went through is what you went through. So that's why people I don't like, other people may like, and that I'm good with that, and I hope everybody's good with that because people that you don't like, I may like. I hope everybody's good with that. So yeah, the I in a heartbeat, I in a heartbeat. I actually had a problem. I used my personal vacation planner from Carnival, and when I get my deals from Carnival, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help them out. I know what cruise I want to go on. I got my deal right here. Here's $100. Here's $100 22-day cruise. You don't work the weekends. I can't wait till Monday to see whether or not the deal is still going to be there. What I would try to do, trying to help him out, would be I would put a hold on that cruise if it covers like up until whenever he comes back to work. But by the time if that hold is if you haven't called me back by the time that hold is done, and he gave me like a cell phone. So if I wanted probably to reach his cell phone, I probably could. I don't want to call anybody on the weekend for something like that. But again, I call you. I leave you a message. I got this. It's held to Monday at 11 a.m. I need you to call me back by then. If you don't call me back by then, nine or 10 o'clock that morning, I'm probably already booking it. So, but matter of fact, I think he said something about it. It didn't matter, or I forget. He said something about it. It did anyway. Yeah, and if I because I at one time I thought about becoming a travel agent, and I still may do it. Um, my, call me anytime. again, I don't have kids. I don't have kids. I don't have another job or anything like that. Call me anytime. And when you call me, unless I'm on the phone helping somebody else, hey, I'm looking into your problem right now because I know how I want my customer service. Um, Dealing with people, I do I do like going through email because you have a written record of what the transactions of what you talked about, what you did. I've learned like through my business career, me and you talking on the phone means absolutely nothing because later on down the road it's like I never said that. So that's why we talk about something. I send a letter to you to rehash what we talked about, or you send a letter to me to rehash what we talked about, and we agree over the internet or through text messages. Uh, and I also don't, I kind of, I kind of did, you know, like here recently, I sent some messages that I normally wouldn't have sent. And if I ever get questioned about them, I still would tell the person to their face exactly what I said, but it would be embarrassing. But again, I don't, what I tell you, Bruce, is what I would tell the person to their face. I just don't want to tell the person to their face. But if you ask me, it's like what I think about you. You want to know what I think about you? I'll tell you exactly what I think about you. Um, but me and you talking again, I try not to divulge that to anybody else. But again, I won't say anything to you that I wouldn't say to the person. Uh, hey, Paul, welcome in. Yeah, well, and again, Bruce, I found that to be the best policy as far as just dealing with people. Um, just be careful what you say. I mean, so many people lie nowadays. So many people lie nowadays. And as soon as you get in trouble, as soon as you make a decision and it goes bad, they always want to put it on something else. That's why you have to put get it. If you put it in writing, we didn't make a mistake here. This is what we said. This is why you have contracts because this is what you agreed to. This is what was said. Um, but again, if confronted with the truth, be willing to tell that truth. So in other words, if you tell me something about somebody, don't tell me if you're not willing to say that to that person's face, don't tell me it. Don't tell me it because because if I tell you something, um, I would tell it to the person's face. I would hope that you would keep it confidential between us. But again, if he comes back and says, "Did you say that?" I'm be like, "Yep, I said it." What did you mean by it? Exactly what I said. So, um, but it's hard to have a story. It's hard to joke and have fun with people if you can't talk. If you can't talk. So that's why when I say Bruce, I'm gonna call you. It's because I want to talk about something. Now, could you record it? Yes, you could because I watch TV all the time and I see all these recorded conversations. But again, I won't say anything that I wouldn't. I won't say anything that I wouldn't admit to. But when I'm telling jokes, um, I think it's less likely with the recordings than instead of text messages. Text messages, you can easily send that to somebody else. So I'm all off the subject of travel agents and all this other stuff, but it's just I love being entertained. So, Mr. Vine, Paul, what's going on in your neck of the woods? What's going on? What's the sitch? What's the 411? That's why again, that's why I love that panel that you had the other day because you're able to in real time to talk with people instead of sending messages and sometimes you can't quite how did they say that, was that a joke or was that not a joke, what's going on here? But again, I like the panel, and when you start talking cruising, again I love cruising. um I love, and again I talk to cruising with anybody. My goodness. There's the entertain. I am so entertained. I laughed. I literally laughed 3 or 4 days in a row till I was in tears. I was in tears. I mean, my son is like, "What's wrong? I've never seen you laugh this hard." I got recorded laughing and sent to my daughter. I mean, I'm in tears. And, life is good. Life is good. I just climbed on that old gray dog headed for that Tampa and Greyhound and going to Tampa. Are you going to Helen to the meetup? No, Helen is in Georgia in a roundabout way. Yeah, you know what? I tell you what, Bruce, and it has a lot to do with you. And again, all I can tell you is about what kind of like what I like, and what I liked about that panel was you had it under control. You like we're gonna you asked the question, and we're gonna start with Eddie. We're gonna start with Bill. We're gonna start with Sea Lake Journey. You kept it under control where we all weren't talking at the same time. There wasn't yelling and screaming. You had you guys you did a good job. Yeah, I mean I really thought it was a good panel, and it flew by because you had good questions. It was well paced. It really was a good job. I gotta admit though, Coach Cruz the last 2 weeks has been on fire as far as his interviews and his guests. I, Lee Mason and Cookie, he's been on fire. Yeah, that hour went fast. Um, but Coach Cruz, how he pulled it off and things whatever's going on there, that was a great pull for Coach Cruz. I'll give him credit for that one. But your panel, as far as not unfamous people, I really that panel you had, I really enjoyed just the way that it flowed. Not because I was on it, but just the way that it flowed. And we're talking about my favorite subject, cruising. Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I gotta admit, it was fun. And the cookie interview, and because I met Lee Mason, uh, I enjoyed the conversation with him because I've talked to him before and things like that, and I really just enjoyed those two interviews, and those are some of the best interviews I've seen on YouTube. He has, he's really. I mean, I was really impressed with it. And Cookie, he's entertaining. I had him on the horizon, and I don't know if it could have been an off week, but he didn't. He didn't seem as energetic as I've seen him in other videos and different uh, different things like he was last night. So I'm giving him a pass. I'm gonna say he had an off week when I saw him. Could have been ill, could have whatever personal problems, whatever. He still was entertaining, but he wasn't as amazing as people made him out to be, but he was still good. Yeah, again, how he pulls it off, I don't know. But there's a couple of people on here in these groups that have, and I couldn't do it, but they've actually interviewed some of the cruise directors and walk with the cruise director and as they ask them questions and things like that. I never could do that, and maybe I should start trying to do something like that. I'm just not organized enough to do it, and I don't. I'm not personable enough to do that. But there's been some good quality entertainment coming out. I'll be watching because I love Carnival too. So anything Carnival, I'm starting to add Carnival hashtag Carnival everything I do now. Hey MLW Fishing, how's it going? Hope everything is going well for you. And for those of you just coming in, if you type hashtag strong, I changed it up. It used to be warm, but hashtag strong, Nightbot will drop your link for you. Keisha! Oh, wait, whoa. Keisha, I thought your meds were kicking in. I thought you were going to bed. Look, Keisha, I'm on a mission, okay? I'm on a mission. Keisha, please don't judge me. I Bruce, I don't know if you've been around, but I'm on a mission. If you look at the ticker tape under my name, you see I got 3,365 hours. I update that ticker every day, so that's the update for the day. So tomorrow at about 7 p.m. I'll update it again. I'm trying to get my 4,000 watch hours so I can at least put the paperwork in to be monetized before I go on the 22-day cruise. So that's my goal. I really would like to do it before then because I want to when I put out the new videos from the 22-day cruise, I would like to be monetized by by the time I start putting those videos out. But because the ship I'm going on is Carnival Luminosa, and because it's been selling in Australia, uh, it's just coming to the United States. So I want to do like a ship tour of it, um, and just take advantage of it not being here. Not many people from here um, being on that ship. So I get the 22-day cruise, and then I do a 7-day cruise from Alaska to I'm from Seattle to Alaska. So it's 29 days. So I should be able to cover most of the ship in 29 days. You are on a time frame to get 4,000. Yeah, I'm on a. I want to get it by October. I'm sorry, not October. April 5th, right around April 5th. I'm leaving out April 9th, I believe, to go to Brisbane, Australia. So I figure I can get the paperwork and everything done by in 4 days, um, and try to be monetized. Hopefully it won't take the 30 days. So when I come back and I start dropping videos, I'll be I can make money on those videos because I'm assuming those videos are probably going to be 20 to 30 minutes long when I make them. So it should be a decent length um, of videos. So 365, 700. I want to get about 40 to 50 watch hours a day. And people are being kind and generous and running my playlist. But that's why when you see me on here doing these lives, that's basically what I'm doing. So like tonight, I've been on here for my goodness 3 hours. Well, if I've had 10 people in here for 3 hours, you're looking at quite a few watch hours. Um, the numbers been up. It's been up to 15, 16, 17, 18. It's been down to 6, 7, 8. So I don't know what the average is. But anyway, that's my goal, and that's why you see me on. That's why you see me online so much. Not because I like doing live so much. Um, I'm doing it to get watch hours. So you will see a lot of me the next 10 days. My year anniversary is March 18th. Um, so I the 40 or 50 hours. I'm trying to put that on the schedule of 10 days. That would put me by the time my year is up, before YouTube starts taking hours away from me. So that's why this whole Armstrong is up all night, up first thing in the morning. That's why, because I will be up first thing in the morning. I don't even have cruise news. I gotta find some cruise news to talk about. I got Banter with Bill coming up. I don't have Banter with Bill, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Banter with Bill, and I have nothing to talk about. But I do that every night. I sit on it every night. And I don't have anything to talk about. But I'll come up with a topic. What's your favorite port? What's your favorite ship? What's your favorite cruise line? I'll find something. And then I know I am Betty J Gathers. I know she'll come up to keep me company, and then she'll start talking. And then Keisha says she's gonna come up too. So okay, maybe not. Maybe Keisha didn't say that. But Keisha is gonna get some footage from her cruise, and she's gonna post it online for us to see. If she's gonna at least go live, because my next cruise again is a month away. I want some cruise content now, especially from people that I know. Right, Keisha? Now you can't go live on your. I'm not saying go live on mine. I'm talking about go live on your own. When you get on the cruise ship, go to YouTube, hit the live button, and go live. You know, not on mine. It's gonna be on yours. Oh, you go to Streamyard. Go to the website Streamyard. Sign up. You don't have to. It doesn't cost you anything. And because I think when I didn't have 100 subscribers, I think I did go live on a cruise, and you could do it with Streamyard. Oh, no problem, Keisha. KLL, Superman's in the house. Welcome in, KLL. Cal L Daily. Yeah, I think you can do it with StreamYard. Because we want to know what's going on the ship. We want to see Keisha out there partying and enjoying the Sellaway party. But you're gonna look into it before you. I mean, you got a couple of days. Look into it. See if you can go to your web browser, go to StreamYard.com, and try to go live just for a second. You can make it private. You don't even have to go live. You can make it private. But and I forget how I did it, but somehow you picked the channel. I believe because I don't really use Streamyard. You pick the channel, so you want to use YouTube or Instagram or whatever format you want to use. Not Instagram, um, but use YouTube, and you should be able to go live, and you can try to do it. Make it unlisted, and you'll see that you can. And don't be shy. We want to see. We want to know what Keisha is up to on a cruise ship. So now you can sleep. Keisha, I am getting ready to get out of here myself. It's been over 3 hours, way longer than I was planning on being on here. But again, if I gotta get watch hours, I gotta get watch hours. I gotta get views. Well, I don't really need the views, just the watch hours. So, Keisha, sleep tight. I will see you later on. Maybe later on today. I will be here, but I don't know if you'll be here. Take care of your foot. because you got to be ready for the cruise. And everybody else, KL, thanks for coming in. Everybody else that's still here, Bruce, everybody else that's here, Jennifer for Embarkation Nation. I appreciate you guys being here, but I am going to get ready to get out of here. My throat is dry. I ran out of water. And oh, thank you. You got me running on your iPad. Oh, you see, again, I wasn't crying. I was actually that was rubbing my eye. Um, no, I appreciate it. Oh, Bruce. All right, take care, Bruce. Have a good night. I'm getting ready to get off here myself. Um, I appreciate it, and I've had some really good friends as far as running things for me. So I'm very appreciative. And Keisha, you're one of them, and Fr Humphrey and Ocean and Bruce. I mean, Bruce is Ocean. Jennifer. I've had a amazing group of friends, and I am Betty J Gathers and her group, and everybody's running. So I've been lucky. I've been blessed, and I've been getting a lot of watch hours here lately, more than I normally would have done it on my own. So I've been blessed. So hopefully within 10 days, I can say I got 4,000 watch hours. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate it. I really need to. I just made those. I should separate them because I have one of them is probably I just got about 20 hours long or whatever. So I don't expect anybody to play my playlist for 20 hours. But if you play some of it, I appreciate it. Um, I need to break them down to smaller playlists. But I made the playlist before I even thought about the 4,000 watch hours. I mean, I did it because people said that's what you're supposed to do. So I made them, and I started adding videos to them. But I never thought about the 4,000 watch hours. I think about it now though. So, anywho, all right, everybody, thank you for coming in here. I am out of here. I will see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. You have Banter with Bill, 4 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow at 12 noon, you got Eddie Lugo, Cruise Chatter. And I will be on probably early. So even though Banner with Bill is at 4 p.m. Eastern, I probably will be on early. So I will see you guys tomorrow sometime. And then I'll probably be on tomorrow evening. Yeah, 40 to 50 hours. I need 40 or 50 hours a day for the next 10 days. All right, people. Thank you much, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.